Hey guys, it is Whitney from Come Home for Comfort, and today I am joining Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home with her one box declutter challenge. And there's all my clutter. That's not clutter, that's my kitty. But you know, decluttering makes us tired. Everything makes her tired. So first of all, let me show you where all this clutter came from. This is my office, and in my office here at my home, I have this lovely shelf where I keep all of my extra decor pieces that I'm not using in the current season. So up here I have things like, well, that's a Cabbage Patch doll from my childhood, but other than that I have like candlesticks, my little chalkboard easel, a pretty vase that I can use for flowers, or it's a picture actually. I use old books all the time in decorating, some extra books that I'm wanting to read, a few cookbooks that don't fit in my other cookbook storage, some chalkboard blocks, and then here's my shelf all of my glassware and some pine cones and things I use seasonally. A few pieces like that bunny doesn't actually belong there, but it didn't make it when I put away all my Easter things, so it kind of got left out. And then that's a container of the toys I use when we have children over. And then down here I just have some other decor pieces, and then those boxes down there hold cards and pictures from years gone by, and then some extra serving pieces and some candlesticks down there. So I love this because I'm not a minimalist. I like my stuff. I like being able to change out my decor. But over the years, I've collected a lot of decor. Oh, also in this basket right here, those are extra picture frames that I'm not using right now, but are still in my taste. So let's go back over here to where the cat is chilling, and I will show you all the things I'm getting rid of. I don't have them in a box yet because I want to be able to show them to you. I had a huge pile of magazines, Victoria Magazine, Southern Living, stuff like that, but I pulled everything out that I need. This clock, y'all, I got this when I was in college. I graduated from college 10 years ago. At the end of every year, people would put things out in the hall they didn't want anymore, and you could have it for free. I got that clock 10 years ago, and I used it in my very first apartment, and that was it. And it has been sitting on the floor in my bedroom since I moved into this house, like 4 years ago. That's why there's a mountain of dust on it. It was behind my full-length mirror and you couldn't see it. I'm really embarrassed, but you know, it's gotta go. I don't decorate like that anymore. Anyway, there's some, that was this glass tray on there was a wedding gift. And if it was from you and you're watching this video, I'm so sorry, but I've never used it, so I'm getting rid of it. Some cookbooks I don't use, you know, because of Pinterest. Then there's this thing right here. It's a closet over the door thing that's too big for any of our doors. Some old decor pieces that just don't fit with my color scheme anymore. I reorganized my jewelry today for a blog post I'm doing on Monday, and pulled out some earrings that I'm not wearing anymore, so I'm going to give those away. A runner that was a hand-me-down, and then some other pieces that are, you know, they're cool, they just don't match my decor anymore, so I'm getting rid of those. Candles, buckets, Target dollar spot, cast-offs, all that. So all that's going to Goodwill this week, except for the magazines. I'm going to throw the magazines away because they have my address on them, and they've been kind of torn apart, unless Peggy decides that she needs something for her personal stash. Anyway, so I'm really happy with how this made my shelf look again, and about once a year I have to go through and clean all this out, so you can watch last year's video if you want to see how much work I had to do in this room last year. I kept it a lot neater this year, so I'm happy with that. So be sure to watch the playlist. I will link down below Rachel's channel where you can go and watch all the other videos of the Declutter challenge boxes. Peggy says goodbye, and thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!